Wait a minute.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about the Essie fall nail polish collection, and I know I'm super late with getting this video out, but there would be no point in posting the Essie winter collection if I haven't actually posted the fall collection, right? And if you guys love nail polish as much as me, it doesn't matter when it's posted, what season, what time of year a polish collection is posted, especially if you're watching this. But I must say that these polishes were released at the end of August, and I think I purchased them somewhere in September, like the end of September. It's a 90s inspired collection, and there are 4 creams, 1 shimmer, and 1 metallic. And if you grew up anywhere near the 90s, you'll be able to tell that by the names of some of these polishes. And I know there are tons of videos on here about this particular collection, but I wanted to go ahead and post mine. So if you would like to see how these polishes look on me, then keep on watching. Now, this is my first time posting an Essie collection on my channel because I'm super in love with OPI, and my collection is really OPI heavy. But I haven't bought many Essie polishes in the past because I don't like the brush. It's so small, and that's probably because I'm so used to the wide brush on OPI nail polishes, and my nails are so fat that wide brushes just give me a better application and less strokes to get the polish opaque. Now, even though this is a fall collection based on the season, I think this polish is more of a fall semester type collection, and I think it's probably the names of the polish that make me think that way. There may be one polish in this collection that leans more towards fall, but I will let you guys decide. Now, I do have dupes and comparisons, well, not really dupes, but comparable polishes for each of these except for one. And all of the comparable polishes or similar polishes are OPI, and that's just because my collection is mostly OPI. And I wasn't going to go out and purchase any polishes just to find dupes or comparisons for these. I wanted to use what was in my collection. I wanted to find something back here that I already had. And I try to do that with most of my dupes and comparisons that I show in my videos. Now, with all that said, let's get into the polishes. First up, we have Mixed Taupe, which is described as a warm ivory with a dash of pink. And let me tell you, back in the 90s, I was a mixed tape queen. This looks like coffee creamer to me, and I love it for that quality because I hate wearing stark whites, and that pink undertone really comes out after you wear it for a while. So my comparison color is called Act Your Beige by OPI, but it's super sheer compared to Mixed Taupe. But if it wasn't for the sheerness, the color of these is spot on. And I hear that OPI's Don't Bossa Nova Me Around is a good comparison, but Essie's Urban Jungle is an even better dupe. The next polish is called Saved by the Bell, and I used to love that show. And it's a super light baby pink with a blue undertone, and I don't understand why this polish is in a fall collection, but whatever. It dries darker than in the bottle, it dries super duper shiny, and depending on your technique, it might take you 2 or 3 coats to get it completely opaque. My comparison polish for Saved by the Bell is by OPI, and it's called Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon, and it's the closest I have in my collection. I think the closest Essie dupe or comparable polish is French Affair. I think that's the name of it, but this is close enough for me. I have enough soft baby pinks in my collection. This is fine. The next polish is called As If, and let me tell you, in the 90s, Clueless was the show to watch, especially for the outfits. So Essie describes this as a powdery periwinkle blue, but I don't see powdery when I look at my nails. It's super shiny and it's a really nice color. Now you'll notice on my nails it dries darker, so this comparison polish that I have by OPI I thought was good, but it's really not. It's called To Be Continued, and once I got it on my nails, yeah, I saw the big difference. It's not a comparison at all. So if you know of anything that's a comparison or a dupe for As If, please let me know in the comments below. The next polish I have is called Girly Grunge, and it's a purpley silver frosty metallic, and I've never been into metallics, and this one is no different. It's a gorgeous color, but it looks horrible on my nails. And I don't have anything that's dupe worthy of this, but I know Essie has one that's called Nothing Else Metals, and I believe it's pretty close. The next polish is called Knee High Life, and it's a berry red, a super basic berry red. It's showing up more brick red here on camera, but in person those pink and purple undertones really come through. It's super shiny and creamy and perfectly opaque in 2 coats, but I have a million colors like this. The dupe I have for you is called Miami Beat by OPI, and by bottle comparison, it's perfect. I mean, spot on. But once I applied it to my nails, Miami Beat just wasn't deep enough. I mean, here, Knee High Life is so deep and dark and vampy. I just love it. But if you have Miami Beat already, it's a good comparison, just not an exact dupe. And last but not least, we have Dress to the 90s, and I think this is the polish that everyone is going to want to buy this collection for. It is a dark purple base with a green blue shimmer. Here, looking at this bottle, that shimmer stands out nicely, but once I got it on my nails, I couldn't see it very well. But that happens to me all the time with polishes with shimmers like this. I'm very heavy-handed with my application. The question I've seen the most is, how does this polish compare to Turn On the Northern Lights by OPI? And as you can see, they both have dark purpley blue bases with a shimmer, so it's the concept of the polish that's comparable, not the color. I personally wanted to see how this polish looked up against Russian Navy. Even though Russian Navy doesn't have a shimmer, it just felt like it would be a good comparison as far as base color, but it's actually not. You can really see that purple base in Dress to the 90s up against these two polishes. So I don't really have any favorites from this collection. But since I always post a favorite at the end of every collection video, if I had to choose one from this collection, it would probably be Dress to the 90s. And it's purely based on the shimmer in this polish, because I love when mainstream brands try to step out of the box and be more creative, and this is a pretty good one. Even though I'm pretty heavy-handed with the coats when I apply this polish and I can't really see the shimmer on my nails, I still kind of like this one. Okay, y'all, that's all I have for this video. Remember to give it a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my future posts. Because like I said earlier, I will be posting the Essie Winter collection and also the OPI Holiday collection. And don't just subscribe to the channel. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button. If you hit that, you'll be notified of every video that I post right away. And also, guys, let me know what you think about this collection down in the comments below. It was kind of a snoozer for me, especially being my first Essie collection that I've ever bought as a whole. It just didn't really feel like fall to me. Okay then, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So I don't really have a favorite from this collection, but if I had to choose one, it would probably be blah, 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 blah. No, it wouldn't be a B. So if I had to choose a favorite, no. Now I don't really have a favorite from this collection, but if I had to choose one, it would probably, I guess I don't have one.